Zombies is coming. Brains! The Battlebricks Chapter 5 Undedication
Cation
has finally released, and being the absolute pro gamer I am, I thought, hey, what if I beat it on Tumor mode before normal mode? Because pretty much all of the content about the Battlebricks on my channel is Tumor mode. Look at the 3 other videos I have on the game. Just look at them. Now, there is a downside to recording this right after the game came out. There are no guides yet, and I am stupid, which you can probably tell. So, let's see if this idiot can beat Chapter 5 on Tumor mode without any knowledge before starting. So, starting off, I need to... Oh, my suit ran out of power. Guess I'm gonna need to go charge it now. Yeah, I'm gonna be here now. Deal with it. Okay, I'm back, and this is just what I look like beneath the TV. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Battlebricks is, here are the basics. You send little guys/gals to fight the enemy's little guys/gals, and then reach their base and destroy it without letting them destroy your base, and sometimes you fight big guys. There is more to it, like hazards, traits, bases and whatnot, but that's not important right now. So, actually starting to talk about the mechanics of Chapter 5, I need to explain what the basic mechanic is. Infection. Whenever an ally unit is killed by an enemy unit with the zombie trait, they will spawn a zombie who, quite obviously, has the zombie trait. The first and second levels aren't that bad, and introduce Dual Venom Shank and Cartil. Dual Venom Shank has the unique ability to weaken units it attacks, and Cartil just kinda spits at you when hurt. Oh dear god, the Betty PTSD from Chapter 3 is already back. Level 3, however, was very much the opposite of the first two. Level 3 introduces Chardy, who is really annoying when mixed with the level's special hazard, Recovery. Basically, Chardy heals all his allies and gives them a shield on death, combined with Recovery, which occasionally heals all units, and you get 50 enemy units camping your base and obliterating it. This level was annoying until I realized that maybe the Umbrella X Basketball Battler Yuri just wasn't strong enough. So then I chose Telemon X Newell Battler Yowie and a Giant Hammer, and that somehow worked, so yippee. Level 4, Bowel Movements, yes, that's genuinely what it's called, introduces Burrito Battler, who will walk up to your units and shit himself to death. But he really isn't that much of an issue in this level. Instead, that title is held by War. Oh. Yeah, never mind, this level was actually pretty easy. Level 5 combines all of the new threats introduced so far, alongside an orange, bucket bazard, and some red guy, and I only really struggled with getting money at the start, and that's about it. It was pretty easy. You know, it's getting a bit annoying having to explain all these levels myself, and Harbing has only ever gotten to talk in my Die of Death and Tuantu's videos, so, you know what, I'ma let him explain the next 4 levels while I get a drink. Oh my god, hi! Since DJ Artemo pronounced DJ Artemo and not DJ Artemus, illiterate classmates of my beloved creator, needs a soda to keep going today, I'll be explaining the next few levels for you, though do be warned, I will be the person most featured in any DJ Artemo out of context videos. Trust me. So, the first new enemy introduced here is the average British gamer, who will walk out of their house, stab someone 58 times in the chest, and then teleport home. But on their second stabbing spree, they will... and then will die of blood loss. This part of the script was never finished by DJ Artemo, and since I can break the fourth wall, I'm just gonna say that. Level 7. DJ Ottomo doesn't like this one, so I don't either. At the beginning of the level, they send one fish buddy and two crusaders, who will summon enemy meat shields and pull our ranged units towards them, respectively. This then results in multiple meat shields for our enemies, who are made by Fish Buddy, and all of the good units being pulled back into the horde of enemies where they die or become a zombie. But why don't you just use splash damage, I hear you say, which means you clearly have not made it to Chapter 4 or have not played the Battle Bricks at all, and it's because of the stage hazard, singular, which nullifies all splash damage, making things that only damage its original target. Or in simpler terms, if I used Coupon Blast on two people, it only hits one even if it made contact with the other. Well, why don't you just use meat shields to tank damage for the good units? 1. Go back 5 seconds and watch it quickly. 2. Go watch the first, minute of the video again. Or, for those who are too lazy to do either of those things, they take the good units from the back and pull them into the horde. Meanwhile, they turn the meat shields into zombies who become part of the horde. What somehow ended up working for DJ Ottomo was the Powerhouse Bank, which is high money but costly upgrades and slower unit spawn rates, a bunch of meat shields, and Umbrella and Lil Infernus. The level after 6 is insanely easy by comparison. All you need to do is stop them from driving in their car and forcing you into a corner. Also, Pizza Tower. Level 9. A prelude for what's to come, and also a little reminder of all the little green goobers we've met up until this point. And by that logic, it should be very difficult considering all the problematic enemies we've had to face out. Yeah, nah, it was really easy, for real. DJA should be back any second now. I'm back, and wow, Harbinger actually managed to pull through. Wasn't expecting you to be good at explaining things, considering this is the first time you've talked directly to the audience. The other being that Cult of the Lamb video, which honestly no one cares about. But don't worry about it, I'll be taking it from here for the next, 6 levels, I think. Now, it's time for the boss of Area 1, Sergeant. Though, before we get into the boss itself, shout out to the dude being the FNAF night guard in the center of the map. This probably won't be important for anything later. So, Sergeant has 4 phases. In Phase 1, he will slap your units with his frying pan and toss boiling dynamite in your general direction. In Phase 2, he gets an AK-47. Can you guess what he does with that? No, you idiot. He doesn't make pizza with it. He shoots everyone in his path, occasionally needing to reload. During Phase 3, he rides a cow and gets a pistol, and the most annoying part of this is the fact that after he does his dash attack, he jumps really far back, which would be useful if he didn't have about 50 zombies preventing us from pushing further up the field. Though, after this phase, he thankfully dies and turns into a headless skeleton. Oh, never mind, he pulled an angel and just revived. That's not even his trait! In Phase 4, he becomes a headless skeleton and slashes at the units we use, before casting complete and total extermination, pushing himself back a little bit in the process. And it's really still not useful, considering the fact we're still backed up against a wall. But, after successfully beating this skeleton form to a pulp, he will be forced into the FNAF office in the center and be burnt connection terminated style, while screaming for Michael to let him out, but Michael isn't here right now, so, well, he just gotta man up and deal with it, or something, I don't know. Well, anyways, on to Area 2. So, about that, I have kept procrastinating on this video, and instead decided to turn this one big video into 3 separate videos, which is a stupid decision, I know, but I'm just too lazy to actually make the entire thing. So hopefully I'll be able to get back to working on this soon. Maybe liking and subscribing might motivate me a bit. Nudge nudge, wink wink. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching till the end. Now, I gotta go to work on something big. I hope to see you there. Besides, I heard they're hiring.